Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Gunpowder and Freedom. So, we're in springtime now. The weather is kind of starting to clear up. Last week we had a beautiful 70-degree day one day, and then the next day, I kid you not, we got like 3 or 4 inches of snow. So, Pennsylvania can be a real son of a gun some of the times. But we have rain coming later this week. So figured today would be a great opportunity to come up to the lead dump and do a review video on one of my favorite pistols. Now, before anybody says anything, yes, I am driving. The camera is mounted to the dashboard of my truck. Here's my hands. I'm not holding it. My main focus is on the road. Occasionally, I might glance into the camera like that. However, you know, I'm going to relate that to looking at a billboard, looking at a street sign. So anytime I'm doing something like this, it's because I'm a little pressed for time, and right now is kind of a good time for me to give you a rundown of what we're doing. So with that being said, and of course I have my seatbelt on. So like I said, we're going to be going up to the lead dump here to do a review on my personal favorite pistol that I own, that I've shot, just everything about it I love. It is the Sig Sauer P320, specifically the M18. It is a compact pistol, and I say compact because there are essentially 3 sizes of pistols. You have your full size, your compacts, and your micro. The micros are very small. Usually you can fit those in like your pocket. I have a couple of them that, you know, if it's a really hot day in the summer and I'm out and about in gym shorts or something, that's usually what I have. The Sig is, I said it's a compact because of the size of it. It takes a double stack magazine. They come with a 17 round and a 21 round. I believe it's 2 21s and 1 17. I could have that mixed up. I'll let you know whenever we get up to the range. So a compact pistol that has a capacity for that many rounds, it's going to be a little bit larger. So that is usually my go-to conceal during the later fall, winter time, and early spring when it's still pretty cool out. I can wear, you know, my jeans with either a jacket or a hoodie, because this is a little bit larger of a compact pistol, so there is going to be, you know, somewhat of a shape on your waist. Me specifically, I like to carry my concealed firearms inside my waistband rather than outside. It's just more comfortable for me that way. Some people today, in today's world, get all bent out of shape if they catch a glimpse of a firearm. So, you know, I'm doing it for, I carry for my protection only. Well, I shouldn't say my protection only. Myself, as well as, you know, should something ever happen, I wouldn't hesitate to protect the people around me. But my main concern for concealed carrying isn't to try to, you know, have someone see it, have someone cause a panic, anything like that. So that is why I choose to carry inside my waistband rather than outside. So with that being said, I tend to go for more of a normal size compact firearm whenever it is the springtime, and I'm just wearing jeans and a t-shirt, and we'll get to one of those firearms in a little bit here. But today is going to be specifically about the Sig Sauer M18, and that is the P320 platform. Now, I really like this platform because it's an internal hammer. There's the police. It's an internal hammer. There's an external safety, which if you're walking around with one chambered, excuse me, if you're walking around with a bullet chambered, which I feel like 90% of all concealed carriers do, that external safety is just a nice little extra insurance to make sure you're not going to have an accidental discharge A lot of firearms will have like a button or some sort of release either on the back side of the grip that sits right here that has to be pressed in before the trigger will activate. Other ones will have that little secondary button, I'm blanking on the name of it, but that secondary button on the trigger that needs to be pulled in before that trigger can pull in. The M18 doesn't have either of those because they have the external safety. So you can have one chambered, you have your safety on, bingo. In theory, you should be good. I do also like it because it is a double stack magazine. You have more than your typical, 7 to 9 rounds, depending on, what kind of firearm you're carrying. Not that, in theory, you should be trained well enough with whatever firearm you're using so that it can just be a one and done deal. But in the event of multiple attackers, something happens where you need more than 5 or 6 rounds, you have that option with this firearm. And just so that you're not thinking I have a biased opinion, I will say something negative about this pistol, and it's not even the pistol, it is Sig Sauer in general. Nothing against Sig, I think they make an incredible firearm. However, before they send their firearms out, I swear they just take them and dunk them in a tank of oil. Just the thing was dripping with oil. I had to take it apart and clean it, soak different pieces in solvent. I had to soak the recoil spring in solvent to get all of the excess oil off it because it was just covered in it. It was way over oiled. I spent a couple hours one night just scrubbing everything, getting as much of the factory oil off as possible. Other than that, I mean, once it was lubed and broke in, this thing has never let me down. I've never had it jam, I've never had it misfire. For the most part, it's comfortable to carry. Like I said, those 3 late fall, winter, early spring when it's still cooler out, it's comfortable to carry. It shoots nice, the grip fits great in my hand. It's just an incredible firearm all the way around, which is why I'm willing to bet they won the SHOT Show, the service contract, I guess, at the SHOT Show in either 2017 or 2018. So now the M18 and the M17 are the new service pistols for the majority of our armed forces. That is why it was so hard to get one up until recently. Every gun store, everybody wanted it because it was the new greatest firearm. It was going to be trusted by our active military members to be reliable, to be durable, to be accurate. So everybody wanted one. So once SIG got through the whole, initial mass production that they needed to get our armed forces equipped, then came the regular folk like me that wanted one strictly because it was supposed to be the next best thing. It took me up until I think I got a hold of mine, when was that? Late 2020, maybe early 2021. I can't remember now, but it was well worth the wait. If you're thinking about getting the M17 or the M18, definitely do it. It was so worth the money. This thing is incredible. I've dropped it. I've had people kind of look at it and go, hey, okay, great, and then just give it a little toss. Those people are no longer allowed to handle my firearms. But like I said, I've dropped it. It's floated around the bed of my, or not the bed, but the back seat of my truck. I've had things on top of it. Nothing's ever happened. It's held up great. It's durable. It's reliable. I can't say enough good things about not only my M18 but Sig Sauer in general. If you're thinking about buying it, buy it. If you're not thinking about buying it, think about buying it, buy it, and then go buy it. You will not be disappointed. So with that being said, we are pulling into the driveway. Sorry for the little ramble. I was just trying to give you guys some background information, my experience with it. And yeah, we're gonna go head up to the range, get our targets set up finally, and do some shooting. This is gonna be great. Happy to be back. Okay, so here it is. This is the Sig Sauer P320 M18. As I said in the truck, I couldn't remember which way it came, but it comes with two 21 round mags and one 17. Now for my everyday carry, when I have it concealed, I normally have the 17 in, just because, you know, you get an extra 1.5 inches on that mag. But these are really fun to shoot. Another thing that I really like about it is the breakdown is super simple. No mag, it's clear. Right like that. Your recoil spring comes out, barrel comes out, and if you want to, you just pull that and your whole trigger system comes out. So
oh, that's fast.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to see more in detail about it, here's a link to a video I did last year where I show you how to break everything down, clean it, and yeah, so let's put it back together and do some shooting. Oh, now one thing I did point out is that when you put your recoil spring in, this is an oval shape. You need to make sure that that is straight up and down like that. Otherwise, it won't lock into place.
There we go.
Like not much more to say about this beaut, so lock and load. That was 17. I'm a little rusty from the winter time, but it's coming back. All right, so again, we have my good friend Josh here. Did us all the honor of serving in the Marine Corps. Thank you, Josh, for your service again.
So the honor it was.
So just real quick, you know, you got the M18. Being a former Marine, what do you look for when you're looking for a pistol?
You know, obviously weight's a big factor, because when you're in the field, you have lots of ammo, you have weapons. You know, your sidearm is normally, it's on your side, so you have your body armor, you have your dump pouch, you probably, you know, put a few bottles of water in the Middle East, so you're weighed down. So weight is a big factor, and controllability too. The Beretta M9 was the standard issue pistol for the Marine Corps whenever I served. I believe they moved to Sig.
Sig M18.
The M18.
The M18 and the M17. The M18 is the compact version of the M17.
So I actually like this better than the Beretta M9. I'm not a big fan of the Beretta M9, but
Okay.
you know, it'll do the job. It'll kill.
All right. Well, you got 21. Let's see what you can do.
See what we can do here. Get that water bottle.
There it is.
We're
Okay, so what'd you think?
I think it shoots really nice. I'm a little rusty on my pistol skills, but you know, for picking it up and shooting it first time, it was very smooth, very controllable. You know, the weight is, it's nothing compared to the M9. The M9's a lot heavier. I have to look at the specs, but this is a very light, controllable pistol. I really like it, and you can actually, I think you can hold more in the mag on this, if I'm not mistaken. So overall, I like it.
Okay. Well, let's get it loaded up and go again.
All right.
All right,
Mag change.
here we go. Nice.
Clear. All right, Josh, your turn for a mag change.
All right. Ready?
Yep.
Not as fast as you.
In my defense, I did not run out on that first mag. So that was still good.
It's good. Not fast enough, but it was good. Not as fast as you.
Okay, so for this one, I don't know how many rounds are in this 21 round mag. It's not full. I don't even know if it's half. So just to make the mag switch fair, I'm gonna do this one until it's out, switch the mag, and then just dump the rest one. So we'll see how I can stack up compared to you.
All right.
Ready?
I'd say you did pretty good.
I forgot where the slide release was. I hit the safety.
I did the same thing.
All right, guys, that's going to do it for us here at Gunpowder and Freedom. This is the review of the Sig Sauer P320 M18. Like I said in the truck on the drive over, I love it. It's my favorite pistol out of all the ones that I've owned and shot. I love everything about it. The only thing that I don't like is that Sig drenches their firearms in oil before they ship them, but that's pretty easily fixed just by cleaning. Josh, what were your thoughts?
Oh, I think it's a pistol that I'm gonna buy. Going from the M9 to that's just it's night and day. I mean, it's lighter, it's way more controllable. The sights are just, you have a better sight picture. All in all, it's a better pistol. Sig makes a better pistol than Beretta. So
I love that thing.
yeah,
I'm half tempted to go buy the M17 now, just so I can have both of them.
absolutely.
Can never have too many firearms.
No.
So again, thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Gunpowder and Freedom. If you liked what you saw, please click the like and subscribe. Don't forget us to like us on Instagram, and we'll see you next time.